So true.
Yeah.
Grandfather says, remember when W was the worst possible seeming president?
I miss it now.
Doesn't he look so competent? So goddamn presidential! I want to cry and stab myself. I need to go get a thong so I can put some knives in it.
I support half of this plan.
Sorry.
Oh, overgrown glowing ant. Well, that's not ominous.
I don't know.
Yeah, right now, the leading gang, as far as who we're going to be friends with, is the Disciples.
To be honest, not a goddamn one of these people is actually these groups is likable.
Yeah, which
you have to sit there and pick and choose. What do you can you tolerate dogfighting, or can you tolerate, human trafficking and slavery, and murder?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's hard choices all the way around.
And as far as the
then again,
I think
the profiteers.
Yeah, or profiteers. Well, I guess that's capitalism, so
Yeah.
I can tolerate that.
Yeah, and again, I think that last time when I played this, I did the operator, so seeing somebody different would be interesting.
To be fair, no one's winning this. See, this is why I want to salt the fields option. I will salt the earth and grind your bones into ashes.
Well, I guess if we leave the one group that is least likely to actually manage to... Oh shit, that's not good.
What? Oh, a sentry bot.
Area secure.
This is not a junkyard.
God damn it, Gage.
Gage, get the fuck out of the way.
I think oh good, I've crippled its legs.
Oh, good. You can, Gage, draw fire. Huh? No, get on the other side, dumbass. I am totally willing to throw your, companion down the, down the shitter. The man says I've gone full shallow and voted for the prettiest one.
Yeah.
The prettiest gang. This is not a junkyard. Give it a minute, Nancy. Fair enough. And this is why you don't take the Hubologists anywhere, because they would have triggered that fucker. And you would have been left in the quagmire. Well, at least the rides in the park are fun, and there's all sorts of exciting sodas.
True.
Neat.
So let's see. Now the Hubologists are making their way over this way.
How do they know that you're done?
Probably all the explosions. And by the way, this is the spaceship that we are helping the Hubologists liberate. Those of you who've had a decent childhood will probably recognize this.
I know I do. It's actually quite a bit of fun to play on, or to ride. Well, as long as you don't have it set to death. Then you just, if you have it set to death, you just end up, hurling once you get off the ride. Or in some cases, before you get off the ride. For guys who didn't have to fucking do anything, you guys move pretty goddamn slowly.
Yeah, sadly, B-Man, we do have to have one gang survive to complete the quest line. Man, I suppose we could murder them afterwards. That would make people feel better.
I suppose. Well, because really, they're not a one of them is actually
good,
relatively even decent. Which means if you do that, you're gonna have to kill Gage.
Yeah. Actually, I think Gage would be like, "Well, fuck these guys, boss. I guess you made your decision."
I don't know. Actually, that would be interesting.
Rest and celebrate. You have earned it.
Oh, goody. awkward, maligning conversation with the nutter.
What a glorious battle. You were
I'd rather kill them all.
I promised you
B-Man
a
says, it's like,
payment.
don't like any of these fuckers.
This gun was passed down from the hub himself. Take great
They are
care.
nothing. We did all the work. You lose.
Ooh, and we get an alien blaster.
You know, that just reminds me from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't read the fine print. Then all of this Latin jargon,
Yep, and this is a
etc.,
scroll that rolls
It
down.
scrolls down. It gets smaller and smaller, pulling out a magnifying glass, ipso facto, etc., etc.
I need to get that spaceship powered up again. But we don't have any fusion cores.
Oh, I've got a
I have
shitload of
some
those.
extra ammo for the hub's gun that I can give you if you succeed.
Uh-huh.
I'll be glad to help.
Good. Once you get it powered up, we can work on making it space-worthy.
You know, I think that it probably would have been more funny, the whole squirt gun thing. It probably would have been funnier if it not only shorted it out, but it actually caused it to go with an electrical surge.
That would have been pretty good. Okay.
That essentially you needed to hit him twice to essentially stop his heart. That would have been kind of funny.
Yeah.
Be like, really? Who the fuck, put the circuitry in this?
Yeah.
Who jury rigged this?
So we need a power distributor to power up the spaceship for them.
B-Man says, it was like, hey, we got a good idea. Use this squirt gun because electricity and shit. Instead of, well, squirt gun, just cause.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. That's why I was just groaning the entire time.
Yeah, that fight was rather groan worthy. I was never so glad to see somebody dead.
Fair enough. Okay, power distributor. Wow, if I grabbed this, we would have been able to just knock it out.
Well,
And also, they have a bear statue.
nobody in this world knows what a bear is. It's a yaoguai.
Ah, I suppose so. Okay.
It's a yaoguai ancestor.
So now we're ready to, That's a fair statement, B-Man.
That squirt guns are inherently funny until you try and forcibly make them fun. And actually, no, they didn't try to make it funny. They tried to make it relevant.
Yep, and it was not.
And it's just like, no.
Chug the Radix.
I don't think you chug those. Oh well.
Okay, so now we have everything ready to get the Hubologists spaceship up and going.
Fill them up with a Axe body spray and Mace Bros with it. I don't know that you can get Axe body spray in this game. That could be funny.
That reminds me of somebody talking about trying to spray a spider with Axe body spray. As like now the spider is
Spider has
is calling himself Chad and fucking all the female spiders in my house.
Identified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Oh, listen, Protectron, you don't want to find this.
starts calling himself Chad, and now all the female spiders are all over him.
All clear.
It's okay, B-Man. We all make mistakes sometimes.
That's true enough. It's okay. I mean, I never did. Actually, it's funny. There's certain smells that have, psychological triggers. And to this day, I cannot smell Old Spice without thinking about my grandfather and a bunch of old men I used to interact with at the nursing home I worked at back in the day.
Okay. So let's see.
Because they always
Wore
wore Old Spice. Like, it was sitting on their dresser.
Yeah.
I swear to God that some of them I thought drank the shit. I'm like, kind of heavy.
So, okay, they want us to put 3 fusion cores in here, but there's 4 slots.
So, how many should we put in?
Well, I think the obvious answer is...
We need to have full power. I think it's only right. I mean... B-Man, there's nothing wrong with using Old Spice. I'm just saying that for me, anytime I smell Old Spice, I think of old men. You know, like
The light.
80-year-olds.
It's amazing. You've done it. Into the
It's actually very comforting. It's a comforting smell to me. You know, it's one of the rare men's cologne smells that I'm okay with.
You'll see that the
You know, I
prophecy-
don't have a problem with it. It's just kind of it's what I associate it with. I find rolling in deer urine to be the best thing for hiding in my human hunting blind in the city park. Okay, grunt fodder. I don't know where you got the deer urine, but good on
on
ya.
So, okay, let's go start the ride in the ultimate UFO.
Do we have to be inside of it?
Yes. 'Cause-
Yay!
okay, guys, I see you all are at your stations.
Wow, how lucky that there's 6 spots for you all to be in. 3 on either side. Wait, isn't that going to make this uneven weight distribution?
It'll be fine. All right, let's start the ride.
Well, guys, have a safe trip. See you next fall. Did somebody disappear?
Visions. I'm seeing visions.
It's kind of hard to watch.
Oh, God, I'm like looking up at the ceiling because I don't want to get sick.
I think I'm gonna puke. Something's wrong. Shut it down. Shut it down.
It didn't even get up to the speeds that it went up to when we were kids. Did some kind of, knife come around a la like Indiana Jones and lop off their heads?
Oops.
Oopsie.
Don't leave anything behind if you can help it.
You can keep the costumes.
Which, that makes this like the
They
world's...
lost. Wait a minute. How many of them lost legs?
Most of them?
Like multiple legs? Wait, did something pop out of the wall and just cleave all their legs from them because you put in that extra?
I have no idea. But hey.
This one appears to be these two. This one appears to be a brain aneurysm. The other ones all seem to have lost a limb. David's like, what the fuck just happened? What? I'll be in the roundabout.
Yeah, basically by putting 4 cores into this thing instead of 3, we overloaded it and exploded them.
Well, the thing is I'm like, I remember this ride from when I was a child. We went faster than that because if this one as fast as we went on that particular ride at the fair as children, I would have been getting more nauseous. I would have just closed my eyes, but
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go on the ride again. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we have now completed the Hubologist quests.
And the Hubologists were no more. So, who won in this universe?
We did. So let's see.
Fair enough.
Oh, at this point, we'll go ahead.
Are you going to take the fusion cores back?
Oh, that's a good point. Can I take them back?
That's a fair question.
I never tried before. Nope, they're jammed
Sons
in there.
of bitches.
Which means we've just left this thing sitting around here so the next people who find it can jam themselves in there and be like, well...
Well, no. They'll find the people in there and be like, what the hell happened here with these? Why are there corpses?
True. So let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the zoo next. Just
Safari
because...
Adventure?
Yep. Just because that way we'll be giving...
Intruder.
Did you finally give a group the first park?
Yeah, I gave the disciples the first park.
Huh.
I figure we'll give at least each group one, and then we'll give other ones to whoever.
We'll start dicking off the ones we don't like.
Yep.
It's always a good process. I'll be right back.
Okay. Uh-oh. Ah. Whoops. Okay, so we need to go north. Not to star control, because... Oh, goddamn. More cave crickets. I hate these things. They are of no real value. They hop around like crazy. Which makes them difficult to shoot. Okay. Yeah, that's about right, Grandfather. We actually had a cricket that for days was just sitting there. Oh. Sitting at our front door, just, you know, cricketing. Oh wait, I got that one. Okay. I'm just a bit turned around at the moment. Yeah, I can understand that sentiment, B-Man. I'm not all that fond of them myself, though some of them I can handle more than others. It's funny how some of the bugs were like, you know, things you saw in Fallout 1 and 2, like the giant ants. And then they're like, oh no, here. We're going to just throw up these random crickets at you. Okay, surprise autosave. I think probably one of the worst moments as far as video game bugs was probably the first time when I actually dealt with like a giant spider in Skyrim. It was like, nope!
You know, I have a bad enough issue with spiders in general. Heck, today I sat there and partially squished a spider so I could catch it. Tossed it outside. I'm like, I don't care what happens to you. Get out of my house.
It just reminds me when I was a teenager and living in Texas. And one day, while I was... Yeah, I was... I think it was like summer break or something, so I was staying up...
There was another Nuka-Cade ticket.
Yeah. I was staying up late and playing on the computer, and like I looked over to my right and saw that something was moving, and it turned out to be a tarantula that had somehow gotten in the house.
And into your room?
Yes, and into my computer room, and I think I saw it moving in my shoe.
Apparently it had a shoe fetish.
Yeah.
Sick fucker. I mean, it's one thing if a human has that. Okay, whatever.
A tarantula is just
a tarantula.
beyond...
That is just fucking sick. Because you're just asking. That's like suicidal. That's like, essentially autoerotic asphyxiation for a spider.
Yeah.
Because if they put their foot in there, you could be squished.
Yeah, it was really a relatively small spider, like...
Well, for as tarantulas go.
Yeah.
B-Man says, oh god, I would have burnt the shoe. Kill it with fire. No jury would convict.
Yeah, pretty much.
Burn the house down. They won't get you for arson. Everyone would understand.
Yeah, so I sat there and I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, we're gonna. So I moved the shoe or something, and it scurried out, and I grabbed a mug and just put it over the top of where the tarantula was. It was like I trapped him under a mug, and I sat there. I looked down, like, and as I watched the mug move, as he tried to figure out how he was going to get out of there.
How do I get out of this? Maybe I can flip it over. Oh God! Oh God, they're sentient.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at this thing, going,
No. Hello, glowing Mirelurk.
we're just going to kill you now.
Oh, it was dancing.
So I sat there. I'm sitting there, like, I sat there for, I swear, like an hour with this tarantula trapped in a shoe.
In a mug?
Yeah, in a mug. Trying to figure out how I was going to get rid of it.
So, how do we do this?
Because I'm like...
Hot mug of spider, one lump or two.
Because I was like, well, you obviously can't just sit there and...
Pick it up like some types of spiders.
I'll just leave you be. For the moment.
Unless that's the way you have to go.
Nope, I gotta go this way.
Ah.
So
it is.
And I think I asked my dad for advice, and he was like, you just slide a piece of paper or something under the mug and then move it outside. So I ended up relocating this tarantula outside to the and letting him loose in the street. I made sure I was some distance away from the house before I let him loose.
That reminds me of the gigantic wolf spider that I found in my parents' basement when I was a teenager. My sister was home from college, and we had a rainbow sweeper.
Uh-huh.
And the rainbow sweeper, it has a basin of water, so it uses water to filter the air and the dirt and everything. And she, so we found this, like, this thing was like the size of, like, the body was the size of a quarter, and then you add the legs. This was a gigantic wolf spider for Ohio standards, because you don't often get one that big. Usually you have them about, the body's about the size of a dime. And they're usually about the size of a quarter total.
Oh God. Let me guess.
Well, B-Man, that's the thing. B-Man says he would have drowned the spider. That wasn't really an option. Because...
Also Tarzan.
Monster strong, but you stronger.
Wait, isn't that, Mathis?
Monster hurt Sito and Sito family.
This is a better version.
This is like a better version, slightly...
I have a bad feeling you're gonna ask me to kill more.
You good guesser. Sito kill monster. New monster come. Sito kill monster again. New monster come again. Monsters not stop. Help Sito stop monsters?
Maybe. Do you have any idea where they're coming from?
Sito not know. New friend, follow Sito. Sito show you thing. Thing to help kill monsters.
We'll get to Sito's issue, or deal. But yes, so we caught this, so it came time after we had vacuumed, and we took the water out, and we were dumping it outside. And the spider was still alive. I guess it's 20 minutes after we sucked the fucker up. I thought he would be dead. He was not, and he was looking for vengeance. He's comic relief, Gruntfodder says. So so this spider sits there and starts charging us, and I'm the only one wearing shoes. And my sister, she starts screaming. This is my older sister, mind you, and she sits there and she just starts screaming, you know, bloody murder. And lo and behold, I ended up having to jump on that fucker to kill it. Because I tried smashing it with one foot. It didn't do anything. It got upset and started charging at us. I mean, it's a small spider compared to human size, but you know,
Yeah, still scary.
You could see in his eyes he had vengeance in mind, and I was like, no. So I squished him.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, I know. I'm a spider murderer. Spider, he's our hero. Spider, get rid of.
This.
Are these real gorillas or
This
synthetic
family.
ones?
No worry.
Oh God, he
They
really
not
is
hurt
Tarzan.
You friend Sito. Mean you friend family.
And Gage is just walking around
How
like,
did you end
"Yeah?"
up being raised by these gorillas?
Sito very small when first family died. First family looked like Sito. Sito not
Oh, well,
died.
that's
Just
good. That's
walk.
good. You're not trying to claim to be half gorilla.
Find zoo place. Find new family. New family help Sito. Give Sito food. Give water. Keep Sito safe. Now Sito big and strong. Sito help family fight monsters.
Great. I always wanted to be best friends with a bunch of gorillas.
Sito glad new friend like family. Now you
Gorillas
help
are the
Sito.
best. Sito, you just have
Family in
poor
danger.
language
I
skills.
hear from monsters.
I'll be honest,
Here,
considering he was
home,
essentially,
safe.
you know,
Here
raised
have
from
no food.
Gorillas? Yeah, from
raised by girls, I'm impressed by his English skills.
Sito
That's
go
true.
outside to help family. Monster
mean-
try to kill Sito. Sito kill many. More monsters come. Never stop. Sito scared monster hurt family.
I hope you know somewhere to start.
Sito maybe no.
You said you didn't know just a minute ago.
Story helps stop monsters.
Eyebrows
Sito
work.
live with
Yeah.
family.
his eyeshadow. Yeah.
Wrinkly man come inside.
Fierce. I think it's the best way to put it.
Hurt. Sito try
Well, it's either
help.
that or goth
Wrinkly
emo.
man
I don't
say
know.
He make
I mean,
monsters.
goth emo doesn't really work without loincloth.
Mad wrinkly man.
You know, you should have been wearing
Monsters hurt family.
the
Wrinkly
Grognak.
man
Oh,
sorry
there you go.
monsters
You know, he would sit
hurt
there and he'd
family.
feel comfortable with you.
He gives Sito shiny thing. He say
Shiny, shiny,
thing
shiny.
help
Based
Sito
upon,
stop
actually,
monsters.
can I also make an
Sito try
observation?
help more.
He's awfully hairy from like the
Wrinkly man
mid-neck up, and like no
Sito
hair
put
anywhere
wrinkly
else.
man in ground, but
Usually, if you
shiny
have the
Now give
capacity to
shiny
Have that kind of
get
beard.
a beard like that, you have some
help
chest hair.
Sito.
That means he's been manscaping.
Yep.
Who he manscaping for?
The gorillas, obviously.
Rascal, you hop down. Go clean your paws.
Shiny.
Go clean your paws because you have cat litter all over one of them. Clean your paw and then you can come back and cuddle.
Okay, let's listen to the journal.
Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility. This is my final recording.
You just know this shit's gonna get dark.
I've done something horrible. The thing I created, the thing I called the Gator Claw. They must be destroyed. They can't be tamed. They can't be controlled. Their sheer ferocity is like nothing I've ever seen.
So here's a question: are they more ferocious than the, you know, gnarly Deathclaws?
It's producing them at an
I don't know.
alarming rate.
Too bad we can't trap them and make them fight.
Somebody, anybody, find my passcode or Dr. Hines. Shut down the replicator before it's too late. And if this recording should reach Dr. Hines, please tell him to forgive me.
You know, I think that gorilla is, even though he's a silverback, he's shaking his ass at you.
It's presenting.
I'm just saying. Like, seriously. Even gorillas can't get enough of,
Sterling Archer.
Sterling
Hold
Archer.
your liquor. I ain't carrying you.
Dead man have important thing.
How do you know it was a
Seems
dead
like
man?
the gator claws, the monsters, are coming from an animal cloning facility somewhere beneath Safari Adventure.
Shiny thing help new friend.
Unless
What's that
this
thing
shiny
shiny?
thing is about to sprout wings and lead me to the cloning facility, we're out of luck.
New friend funny. Shiny thing not bird. No worry. Sito can help. Sito remember something. Sito see wrinkly man come from big triangle house long time ago. Go to
Of course
big
you did, Sito.
triangle house. Find cloning
How long ago were we
facility.
talking, huh?
Stop monsters. Sito come with new friend. Sito help.
Great!
Stay with your family. I got this.
Sito stay. Sito protect family.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, Rascal, we love you, but sometimes you're smack. No, you are always derp.
Ooh, Sito's note. If you're reading this note, then you've met Marco Sito. His father, Marcos, was killed in a supermutant attack on our settlement, and I'm afraid my own wounds will be taking me as well. I don't have much time, and I'm terrified to send him out into this world alone, but I don't have any choice. I beg you to please take him in until he gets the food and shelter he'll need in order to survive. Tell little Sito that his parents love him, and that if he's looking for us, we'll always be safe inside his heart. Sito's mother, Imelda. Well, there's Sito's deal for you.
So, Sito is the epitome of Tarzan.
Yep.